I'm sorry.
That's not our name.
We're called Speakeasy. Who is this? I'm sorry.
She goes, I'm sorry.
Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of Off the Record.
Yeah, guys, welcome.
Today we're joined with
Speakeasy.
Speakeasy!
Yay!
Hello, I'm Jack, the singer for Speakeasy and lyricist.
I am Nate, the guitarist, and also sometimes drummer, and also sometimes lyricist as well.
My name is Tate. I'm the bassist for Speakeasy, and I occasionally do backup vocals. And we are currently missing, who would be sitting on my lap right now, actually.
On your lap.
Cole Brown, who is our drummer / guitarist. He had family stuff to attend to today, so you get us three.
He's actually always been a figment of everyone's imagination. We appreciate y'all playing along for all these years, but no, he's never actually existed.
Yeah.
Dang.
I hate that y'all haven't gotten to meet him.
Is that why you were asking, do I believe in ghosts earlier?
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. He just, anytime we start playing, he
Is that
shows
the
up
news
behind
you
the
wanted to
kid.
break me?
Yeah.
It was the ghost bit.
Cole's been dead for years.
Wow.
It's not your fault. I mean,
So is that why we were driving? I just felt weird.
Yeah.
he was the bird that you hit.
Oh my
Blood
god,
splatter.
backstory guys. On my way here, I crashed my car and a bird crashed into me.
We're important, bro.
Yeah.
Anything from
God.
Speakeasy.
Like I dead ass
Yeah.
got into a mini car crash and almost got.
I slid up on her story and was like, "This is foreshadowing for
It's
this
bad
weekend."
omen.
This is foreshadowing, and I was like, let's hope not. I really hope this is not a train wreck. But that was good. Like the end.
Was that good? Was that good? Yeah.
What was the most embarrassing thing that's happened during a live show?
I played an entire song in the wrong key one time.
No.
It was one of our house shows like earlier this year.
Oh,
couldn't,
yeah.
I couldn't hear myself at all, and I decided that we were going to play it in C sharp instead of D, and I was tuned in D for the entire song.
Yeah, I could hear it, and I was wondering, I'm like, am I wrong? I was like, I swear to God, like, he's playing a little different, and I was like, nobody, and I look around, nobody gives a shit.
Nobody,
Nobody
knows.
notices.
Nobody knows. Like,
Yeah.
It's I think for me, like the first one that comes to mind is the first show we ever played. We played I don't know if you remember, we played at this beer garden.
Okay.
So but we played Hotel California, and I went to
That was dang. That was
yeah,
really,
sorry,
you
yeah,
that song.
that was
You
that
love
song.
that song.
I feel very out of the band. I feel like I'm the least musically inclined when it comes to instruments. That's just how it goes, and especially in the beginning. And I picked up the guitar and I was trying to plug it in,
Confidence.
and I was like,
Confidence.
where does this plug in at? And they were like yelling at me, and I was like, I have no idea, because there wasn't like the typical
Like
outlet on the bottom side. Do you remember? It was your guitar.
Yeah, well,
Like,
it plugs in, like,
it
where
plugs in-
the strap
yeah, where the
lock
strap
is.
lock
Oh, yeah.
is, and it plugs in there. I didn't know that.
you said that.
And so we're sitting there for like 30 or 45 seconds, and I'm just embarrassed in front of this, like, it was our first show, and it was packed. Like, and I was sitting there like, I look like a dumbass.
It's okay.
Yeah, I was sweating so much, dude.
No, but like it's these moments you need to really.
Oh yeah, it was like song 3, I
Humbling.
think. I think we played like 2 or 3
Played it,
songs.
like, right up
Yeah,
first.
it was like right up, and I was just sitting there so scared, dude.
It's okay.
What about you? He's like, I'm never embarrassed. I don't
I
know.
honestly have no idea, like,
I've never done anything wrong.
Actually, what's
ever.
being embarrassed like?
Right.
I've never felt that.
I mean, we've had tough shows, like, those always embarrass me.
I would say maybe like when we were at Obfest and your strap broke like in the middle of a song.
I didn't know.
That wasn't
No!
necessarily embarrassing, because I kind of saved it by just like I had to just like hold it on my knee, because we didn't have. I bought strap locks; they completely disappeared, which hold your strap in place. And I get up, I strum like one chord, it completely breaks while we're mid song, and I just have to like sit on my knees, and I'm like, Jack, come help me. I'm like, Jack, come help me, and I can't like stop. And he's like, yo, what's up? And I'm like,
I thought you were just catching a vibe down.
Me
No.
too. I thought he was catching a vibe down there, and
My
then I
knees
look over.
were hurting.
Yeah, he looked at me. He's like, "Yeah, no, fuck it, don't help me." And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know." And I ran over there. Like, in the middle of us, that was like song 3 or something like that.
Dead ass. I think the most embarrassed I've ever felt on stage was at 512, where I had a plan, because we played Kiwi, and I was like, does anybody here fuck with Harry Styles? And yeah, do we know Watermelon Sugar? We are not playing that song. What are we gonna play? And I said, does anybody here fuck with Harry Styles?
No.
Great
Great
body,
body,
okay.
great body fucked with
We're
Harry
in Auburn at a house show. I know
Auburn.
you guys fuck with Harry
No,
Styles.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. I know there's some bisexuals in this house.
And what sucked too is like we ended up playing it and they were super into it.
Yeah.
They sang it back at us because nobody was feeding energy.
And they said, we don't know who
Yeah,
this
And I
is."
sat at the back the whole time with no mic, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have my little moment, and I walk up there to the mic, and I say that shit. My face is red as shit. I walk back there. I didn't say a damn thing. The rest of the show.
We love the 512 in Auburn.
We love the
please,
512.
please.
No, that gig
we want
was
to come
great.
back.
Yeah.
You guys have got to answer me when I ask you a question, please.
Hard hitting one. Most, in your opinion, most overrated music trends.
Oh.
Ooh.
What do you mean by that?
Most overrated music.
Like
Things that you've noticed, you're like, why are we doing that? Kind of overrated.
That's a really good question.
I haven't really been able to put it into words recently, but I have never really liked, or never, the genre of bedroom pop has never really sat well with me.
whoa.
And hold on, let me explain like I said, I'm not super.
There's
No phones. No phones.
No, it's like 20 minutes in.
Well, now I lost my train of thought.
Fuck.
And I'm gonna get, knowing who your guys' fan base probably is, I'm probably gonna get eaten alive for that.
No, you're not.
You know.
Not in the good way.
I think for me, like,
And not in
Fan
the good
base,
way.
Crazy.
You guys have a couple hundred followers on Instagram.
Yay, okay.
motion.
They're growing. They're growing.
I don't
That's
know if
fair.
I necessarily hate like a music trend. I think we talked about it yesterday a good bit. Like I do hate the
Or like overrated.
I don't like the overuse of like sampling where it's just not sampling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We
Like
watched a video about this. the
yeah,
other
but
night.
we talked about it too because like anxiety like of Doechie's new album.
She loves that song.
I do like that song though.
I don't.
I'm
like
sorry,
it.
I don't.
But I like the original. Like I don't get me wrong.
no,
Like
see,
I like
so,
the
like,
original 10 times more.
Somebody that I used to know is like the definition of a one-hit wonder, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like we just took the chord progression and then sang over it.
Yeah.
You just sang over the chord progression, so it's not sampling at that point, you know?
You
what I
just,
mean?
you just.
You didn't, and
Yeah.
that's I've never been a huge fan of sampling. Like Run DMC back in the day, I thought their Walk This Way with Aerosmith was cool, but they also sampled like Mary Mary by the Monkees, and I was like, you're just.
Oh,
it's-
you love the monkey.
I do love the Monkees, but it's like you just. I don't like the overuse of just sampling. I guess to the point of like I feel like people have forgotten what sampling is.
Yeah,
you're
they're
using
like-
a piece of the art. You're not taking all of it, you know,
Yeah.
and then just adding your twist.
Yeah, because
I think that's it.
she
Can I-
every single time. You go.
I was gonna say, can I change my answer?
Yeah.
This man wants to change.
I'm gonna change my answer. My most hated trend in music is AI. If you use AI in your
Oh,
music,
no. Yeah.
fuck you.
Before you came to the name Speakeasy, what were like your other ideas? Like, how'd you come up with
Like
it?
who could a speakeasy been?
So we were originally
Yeah, there you go.
Guilty Pleasure.
That was.
I
I
hated
do remember
I
that.
hated that name so much.
I thought it fit us well. I
It-
mean,
it
we're a
did.
glam rock cover band.
It was
Yeah.
it was definitely good for us. It is not good for us now.
No, it isn't.
It was good for us.
It
It's
was
not.
good.
It is
It's
it is
not.
good. It is good for a college cover band that plays in bars.
Yes.
Yeah.
But before we were Speakeasy, what other ones did we think of?
Whiskey Peak. We were
Whiskey
pretty
Peak.
hell bent.
Oh, I wanted that real
One
bad.
Piece reference for all One Piece
but we're
fans
we're
out
big
there.
we're big One Piece guys, and Whiskey Peak is an arc in One Piece, and so we were super into the idea of like that's a great name.
Mhm.
However, it's a big franchise, and they could easily shut that down.
Yes.
So we were like, we probably should just pick something that we know is really safe. So we had
Black Label Poison was another
yeah,
one.
in the
Wait,
beginning
that was cool as fuck.
we had Crystal Blue Persuasion was one in the beginning,
Yeah.
That one's cool.
which is just crystal meth.
Meth.
Played around with Arrowhead. Arrowhead.
Oh,
was one.
Arrowhead.
And we do this thing here from time to time where big shoegaze guy,
Yeah.
and our other roommate Reese is a great guitarist, and he's in a band from Dothan. But we'd come out here and we'd turn all the lights off except this red light. And we'd have somebody drum, Reese play guitar, he'd usually play bass, and I'd sing and we'd freestyle.
Yeah.
But we'd all have to be on substances.
Yeah.
So we
We're
couldn't
all
be
very
sober.
intoxicated.
But we'd call it Sparrowhead. So we'd have Sparrowhead Night, which was like the name
Yeah.
of our little like project band.
Yeah.
So like Sparrowhead was one we thought about adopting for a little while.
You would have had a great backstory.
Yeah, it would have. We just got shit faced and like sang.
The lore on that would have been.
Oh yeah.
But like Will would go out there and I'd be like, name the next song, and he'd be like, what was one of them? Boy Love was one of them.
Boy Love.
He was like, so I'd be like, this next one's called Boy Love, and like Reese would make up a riff and somebody
Wait,
would
that
drum
song
on
is
it.
so fun though.
You'd be like,
Oh,
give me
it's so
something.
much
Give me
fun.
something spooky.
Yeah, give me something spooky, and I'd sit there and just like freestyle. Sing, I love you.
Okay, girls. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I have a list in my notes app on my phone of a bunch of fake band names and album names that I've been slowly adding to over the years since my sophomore year of high school. So it's been about 6 years that I've been adding names to that list. So we went through a lot of those. And a lot of them are really stupid.
No, I bet they're great.
I really thought when we played our first, there's an amphitheater on campus, and so when Nate and Collis and I first got together, we went out there and played, and like people saw us and stuff, and we're like, we still really don't have a name. And so I remember I thought Collis and I were pretty hell bent on the name Dirty Looks, and so we thought that one was gonna be, but
Dude, that was really good.
Nate didn't like it, so
I
we
didn't
just
like that one.
yeah. So also I had same thing band names list. The name Speakeasy just came from I was doing some schoolwork one night, and my dad has a speakeasy. And he texted me and like it autocorrected to like speak space easy. And I was like, I think that would rip.
You're like, wait.
And I immediately texted the group chat and said, how about Speakeasy? And I remember Tate put a fire emoji on it and just said, wait. Like, in all caps, wait. And I was like, I like it. I think it's good. I think the name works with us pretty well.
Yeah, it fits.
We're a big fan of taking one word and then making it 2 words.
Yes.
Case in point, Hollywood.
And another song we have that we debuted at the 512 called Lipstick, but it's lips space stick.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we kind of do
Okay,
music.
creative.
You guys, you
Yeah,
could
like
say
a-
that we're artists.
What were some of the ones we had in the beginning too?
Yeah, I don't.
Crystal Blue Persuasion.
I
Was
was
120 over 120 over 80?
I loved that.
yeah.
one.
I had
Give me
one.
the facts. Give me the speed.
120 over 80 is like your normal blood pressure. My big one was delta waves, which is like the radiation your brain emits when you're like in REM sleep.
This guy loves REM.
I do love
the
REM.
band.
And REM sleep. I was big on like space and science shit, like when naming a band. So we had a lot of like space and stuff like that. But
I also did try to get the name. I was like, what about like Dead Bird, guys? Which is why the little like thing that I blogged did was like called Dead Bird.
I really liked your name for what you wanted us to be, Cardinal Sweatshirt.
Yeah,
I really liked that one, but Speakeasy I think works. Make sure to smash that subscribe button.
Smash that fucking subscribe button. Thank you for tuning in to Off the Record. We had a great chat, didn't we, guys?
We did.
We had such a good chat.
I would
it
say
was so
so.
fun.
We
We
did.
learned so much lore, so much interesting things. How talented these guys. These guys, they're also really sweet and really nice. They're like letting us like stay at Bug and like it's so
Thanks.
nice. It's so sweet. So honestly, guys, if you can go and see them when they start actually fucking going, like that's so exciting.
Yeah.
Go and see them because they're great. And
Thank you
so
guys,
sweet.
DL too. I mean, it's been really nice to meet you.
No,
as well.
no, and
You
it's
know?
crazy because like they're
Yeah,
really
I
good
mean, yeah,
people.
we go back, so it's crazy to like actually meet y'all. And
This-
thank you guys, everybody who's been listening to the music.
Yes.
It's been absolutely crazy to get this much like love and support back from something that we've been, completely obsessed with and put our all into. So thank you guys very much.
If you want to see us live, we have a couple shows coming up in Birmingham. We have one on May 13th at the Audio Shack in Morris, Alabama. We've got one on May 23rd at Trim Tab Brewing in Birmingham. And we've got one on June 14th at True Story Brewing in Birmingham. So if you're in the Birmingham area, or if you just want to make a road trip,
Busy guys.
come check us out. It's
Go
good
check
music.
it out.
There are other good bands playing there as well. It's not just us.
It's good
So.
music, trust.
It's,
Trust.
it's good
Trust.
music. Please, please, please. It's
Guys,
good music. I
listen.
promise.
Yeah. Do you have any closing remarks?
No, well, I mean, thanks, of course, you guys for having us. This
Hey,
is our first
period.
podcast.
Yeah,
yeah,
This is our
yeah.
first
This
like
is
podcast.
our
thing.
fruit.
Oh my god. How awesome is this?
Right?
But
First
no,
experiences all around.
yeah, this is the greatest interview we've ever done.
Yeah, it's the
Let's
greatest
go.
interview we've ever done.
Really?
Greatest podcast interview we've ever had.
Until
really
the next
happy
one.
about that, guys.
We'll do like a comeback in like 2 years. We'll be
No,
like, yeah, so we
when you
win.
guys are like
Like when we're famous.
famous.
Dude, and we
But
make
when
$1
y'all
billion
are also
billion dollars.
famous. And
Oh,
then
yeah,
they
yeah,
go
yeah,
to-
and,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
we're like, guys, we were there in the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah, like when we like y'all are the real ones. Like
Yes.
you trusted us even
Day
when
one,
we
day
had
one.
to just have a setup like this.
And then we're gonna bitch about how bad being rich is. Oh, I'm so hard.
No, like on my
My
way
name's
here,
Tom
my
York.
private plane
Oh.
got
Yeah, oh my
canceled.
God,
Like, jeez,
dude.
I'm sorry I'm late.
My God, I've
My
had such a
driver.
long day of going to Target and getting a coffee. God damn.
Shit.
But
But-
no, yeah, thank you guys so much. It's been so much fun.